tubes. In today's video, I'm reviewing the new PSVANE Horizon CV181-AT tube. Let's get it. What's cracking, audio fans? It's David here from Prime Audio Reviews, and that there is part of the new series from PSVANE called the Horizon series, and this is the CV181-AT. It is basically a 6SN7 tube, and the price for a matched pair of these is running at about $109 US. So it's a fairly affordable tube. Now, I haven't been able to find a whole lot of information about the Horizon series, but what I can tell you is it uses increased density ceramics for the base to improve on low conductivity and stability, and due to the HPC X anode coating technology, the output power is increased and it can absorb excess gas, thereby extending its lifespan. And apparently, all of these tubes have undergone at least 24 hours of burn-in testing before they leave the factory. That's about all I can tell you in terms of physical attributes. Now, let's have a look at, I've got here the PSVANE UK6SN7. These are the tubes that came with my Felix Audio Elise headphone amplifier, which is a lovely device indeed. I'm not sure where these stand in terms of pricing. I think they're similarly priced to the Horizon series, but I'm not entirely sure. But in terms of physical build, they both feel quite similar. Obviously, you can see the different bass down here at the bottom, and there are some differences with the pins as well. Now, to my untrained eye, these pins look a bit more fancy than these ones, but I could be wrong, who knows. And on the other side here, I've got the Ray Audio 6SN7 Select tube. This one comes in at a bit more. It's about $149 for a pair of these ones. And when you hold both of them together like this, the Ray definitely feels a bit heftier, a bit more premium. And on top of that, it's got slightly more girth on the bottom as well. Oopsie, my little adhesive has come loose. So you're getting a little less space in the socket than you do with the PSVANE models here. So with those things aside, let's talk a little bit about the sound. Now, obviously, when we're talking about tubes, what they tend to deliver most of the time and why people love them so much is they add a touch of warmth and richness, and that's courtesy of the intentional harmonic distortion, second order harmonics. And they're very musical, they're engaging, they sound alive and dynamic. Not only that, they sound a bit smoother, and in my opinion, especially good for music genres like jazz, blues, and classical. They've got a very strong mid-range presence with enhanced upfront vocals and instruments. You get some light euphonic coloration that's generally very pleasing to the ears, even if it's not entirely accurate. And then you get a more spacious soundstage with precise and lifelike imaging. So that's some of the general benefits that you get with tubes, and the Horizon CV181-AT. What a name. It definitely delivers on all those fronts. Let's do a bit of a comparison now with the UK6SN7, also from PSVANE. And to my ears, the UK6NS7, which is also a mouthful, it's not quite as tubey sounding. It doesn't inject as much warmth or euphonics, but it might be more suitable for certain music genres like rock and metal music. The Horizon enriches the sound more, but I feel it does that without sacrificing any detail or spaciousness in the soundstage. In addition to that, I found that the imaging on the Horizon provided a more precise placement of vocals and instruments within the soundstage. And now comparing with the APOS Ray 6SN7 Select, remember this one is $149, so it's around $40 more for a matched pair than the Horizon. And the APOS, like I said, the APOS Ray feels more substantial, a bit more premium in terms of build when you hold it. But when it comes to sound, the Ray and the Horizon have a very similar tone, similar level of saturation as well. But I think that the Ray is just a tiny bit ahead in technicalities. So things like overall resolution, micro detail retrieval, the Ray is just a little bit better, but there's not much difference in it. Whether it is worth paying the extra cost for the Ray, that's just going to depend really about your money situation, how deep in the tubes you are, how extreme you want to get with the sound. Like, it's going to be different reasons for everybody, whether that extra cost is worth it. But like even the color of the bass might be the determining factor for some people. You know, do you want matching with the other tubes in your system, or do you specifically want white bass, silver or black bass? You know, all these things can be considerations as well. However, what I can say for the PSVANE Horizon CV181-AT, I don't know about the other models in the Horizon series. I've only tried this one, but it is wonderful. It sounds absolutely fantastic. By the way, I forgot to mention, although this was burned in the factory for a minimum of 24 hours, I added about another 100 hours of testing, or burn-in, I should say, to this tube before I started my critical listening. It is a great sounding tube. Unfortunately, I don't have a wider variety of models to compare against, but just in my limited experience, I think it offers excellent value. Having said that, I'm going to wrap it up there. Thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, ParFam Audiophile style. If you're new here, consider hitting that subscribe button before you go. And until next time, I'll see you later.